What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. Today we're going to go over a day trading recap. It's a red day, guys. Check it out. All right, guys, so let's jump into this recap here. We're going to go over a few tickers. These small caps aren't trading that well. But let me tell you, the larger stuff wasn't trading all that better anyways, all right? We got a lot of chop, a lot of ups and downs. It was a bit of a difficult day to navigate, but when you know how to manage your risk, then it makes it a lot easier to handle the red when it comes. And then today, you're going to see how I manage my risk and what I did to protect myself just in case some of these didn't work out, all right? So let's go ahead and jump into these charts as we do. Do me a quick favor, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. And remember to check out the links in the description and comment section. Come trade with us for 5 days for just $5. A little trial. You're going to get access to your dashboard, courses, some resources, and get a feel for what the daytraderchatroom.com is all about. Now let's go ahead and jump into the charts.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's recap here. Now, today's recap, in the morning I said it. I was like, guys, I don't really like anything. There's not a lot that I like on today's watch list. And here is the watch list in your dashboard: TLC, RBLX, Tesla, PRIS, PRVB were the ones I was watching this morning. Some of these were on, most of those were on the gap scans this morning. The gap scans were pretty weak this morning, just didn't like much at all. And as you can tell, it was a very diverse watch list. We had everything from small caps to, large caps. We had everything from $2 stocks to $600 stocks. Everything. I was watching just about everything I could possibly watch that I could find. And it's pretty disappointing. TLC. Here you got TLC. TLC, 36 million shares in the float, new drug application approval. We were watching to see if, it can make that move back up here to $8, $8.50 or so, right? See if it can hold that 720 area. Did not hold it. It broke out underneath it. Right off the bell, you put in that high in the 750s, and we came all the way down here to 630s. That 630 is coinciding right in here on the daily chart. You see it right here. Right there, boom, 630. You could see here, it is a top. You could see another top in here along with structure. Right there, all of that at 630. So the stock found a little bit of support there. And it started to bounce right back up. I was like, guys, check it out. We have the 9 AMA holding support, right? That's what I was looking at. I was like, we got the 9 AMA holding support. And a little bit of that 38.2 Fibonacci level. So I said, I'm going to watch and see if we can get a high volume breakthrough VWAP, then give me a pullback back down into VWAP, show me its support, and give me a bounce, right? I can get long and see if we can ride this one higher. This is what I was looking for, to see if we can get that type of action. Didn't come, no trade, stayed very disciplined on it. Okay. Now, I was also watching Roblox. Nothing there, so didn't touch it. I was watching Tesla, and Tesla was crazy choppy. Okay, Tesla was crazy choppy. We open up, push here like 610 area, reject, come down here, make a low, then rip right back up here, break over 612, put in a new high of day, only to come back down here and make a new low of day. Guys, this is chop. That is the definition of chop. Like, seriously, are you kidding me? What kind of action is this? What kind of human trader is going to look at this and be like, oh no, this is pretty clean. I know that pattern. What pattern, you nut job? This is nothing but pure and utter madness. Nothing but chop there on Tesla. So I was like, wow, man. So these small caps are trading pretty crappy, and then stuff like this is trading this way. Like, what is there left, right? You come over here, look at the SPY. The SPY just sells off here, straight through 419 support, and comes right down here comes all the way down here to 419 support area to test it. Now it's finally bouncing off a little bit. I mean, it did pierce it. Okay, here's your daily chart, but just not clean. There's no reason. There's no rhyme or reason for most of these weird moves we're seeing. Then we see PRIS, IRS, and PRS had one clean move right here. You had one clean move right there. You had VWAP, this previous high in the 23.6 fib, all lining up in that general area, and you had that move go from, you know, the 240 all the way up here to 266, 267. Great, nice, clean move, but it was just one move. You're waiting for this second move, and look at that. We trade right through the support zones. We trade right through the support zones. I didn't want to get long this thing at any point in time because the daily chart just doesn't look good. Look at this. Look at this mess of structure right in here. Just so much weird overhead resistance. I was like, nah, I'm gonna let it go. I mean, look, the reality is, I'm glad I let it go. Even though this one worked out, this next one didn't. And now it's coming right back up here. It's just a little bit choppy as well, right? So then, right before the bell, we had EYEN. EYEN came out with positive phase 3 something. I remember it having some sort of phase 3 news. We went over that right before the bell, okay? And we came on here and looked at all the levels that we were looking at on EYEN, and we were talking about $5 holding support. And here was your $5 line right here. Okay, you can see previous tops, previous tops, previous tops, previous support in here at $5. And EYEN held 515 and shot right up there. Boom. You know, good volume started to come into it finally. You have some 800 and 900,000 share candles being put in place. EYEN goes ahead, puts in a high. Okay, I put out my fib levels. And right here, we break through VWAP on really good volume increase. And then we hold VWAP and that 38.2 Fibonacci, sorry, the 23.6 Fibonacci level, right? And we hold a little bit of some levels here at 570. You can see it there on the daily chart. So when we're holding that level, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start to look into getting a starter. As soon as I entered a starter position here, it shoots right up, just shy of in front of the high of day. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not going to get any other ads here. I'm just going to have to sit in my starter. And I was fully expecting it to get up closer. I was going to take some off there at 614, 615. I had an order ready to put on the ask. We got up as high as what, 610? And then it got slammed down, bro, just like boom, disgusting slam down. And I got stopped out of that starter in here. Okay, so I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. You know, we're going to take that loss there, and at least it's a starter. It's just like I told you guys, this is exactly why I entered a starter, just in case. So with that happening, I said, okay, let's see what is next. So the next one that I took a trade on was PRVB. Now, PRVB was a similar setup to this one, PRVB. PRVB, we identified this one in pre-market. Unusual action, okay? $8.50 area. I was looking to see if it would hold support. Obviously, it squeezed up before the bell. So we were looking for $10 to hold support. Where did we find support this morning? Right there, boom. $9.90. $10. So with support kicking in there, I start to eye it for the potential red to green move, right? So we start to hold support at that 9 AMA very nicely. We get a very nice increase in volume here upon the test and break of VWAP. And right here, we start to hold VWAP. Right here on this candle, we start to hold VWAP on a very nice increase in volume that we had continuously coming into it. So I got long, again, another starter position in there, right? And we shoot up really quickly to $11. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, this thing's probably going to make a nice little move here. Nope. Slams right back down. Gets stopped out again in here. Again, another starter position. So no big deal, right? The red day is very tiny. So that's it. I'm like, wow, bro. So, okay, again, the same thing as an EYEN. This one had no real press release. Just unusual volume in the morning in pre-market. EYEN had a good press release. So I'm like, okay, man, so none of these are going to want to work out. I'm just going to sit on my hands. And that's what I did. And if you go down the list, you're not going to see a whole lot of anything happening. See, a lot of fades in these small caps. And then, like I said, a lot of choppiness in like overall market condition and larger stocks, right? Look at this, chop, just pure chopness, right? High, low, back through VWAP, back under VWAP, back over VWAP. Like just so choppy. So when the conditions are like this, I'm not going to push. Why would I push? I'm going to push when conditions are favorable to me. But if conditions are like this, I'm just going to sit back and relax.
Well, guys, that's it. I hope you learned something. I hope you understood how I managed my risk by taking those starter positions and how well those things protected me from what could have been a very nasty day, right? Like, because some of those flushes were pretty mean. But that's how I protected myself, by knowing the environment I was in, knowing the environment I was trading, and taking starter positions to kind of test out and feel out the water. Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comment section below. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.